I'm a very happy man. I'm a very happy British man right now. I'm in a Jaguar, and not just any Jaguar, it's the Jaguar F-Type SVR. So that's got the 5-litre supercharged V8. For some reason the valves were closed. Not any longer. My main challenge is definitely going to be capturing the magnificent sound, which I don't care who you are, you love it. Everybody loves the sound of this car. But capturing not only that, but my voice as well, because the top down, it just has to be done. It doesn't make sense driving this car with the top up. Having said that, I would get the coupe. I'm sorry, I would get the coupe. I'm not going to be tracking the car. I know it's not the sort of car you would track necessarily, but that structural rigidity point of any convertible alternative to the coupe variant or sedan variant in some cases, it would always bug me. However, if I'm going to be driving around Italy for the day, which definitely isn't happening today, on some twisty back roads, I'm taking the convertible. But we have Florida traffic here, so you'd think Florida would really be the ideal place for a convertible, but it's too hot. Okay, there's going to be a lot of interrupted talking by my smiling in this video, I can tell. Anyway, the point of today's video is, this is the car I'm shooting today. So I've called a storage facility close to where I live, and I've asked them a very weird question. Can I have your storage facility for an hour just to shoot the car in? And I had to confirm shooting the car with a camera because they were a bit concerned when I said that. But after admitting it was a very weird request, she told me that was definitely okay. So that's where I'm on the way to now, and I will meet you there, and I'll give you a bit of a tour around the car we're looking at today. But in the meantime, downshift, maybe another one. Oh God! Okay, I'll see you there. So here we are outside of the vehicle that I'm driving, the Special Vehicle Operations vehicle, if that makes sense. So I've come here to a storage facility, just thought it was a nice simple modern backdrop for such an elegant modern car. And I can already see there's going to be a lot of angles to work with. We're not going to be doing many shots here today, but just some shots that really accent all of the lines on the car, all of the aggression, and something that just really brings the car to life. So while I still have a few minutes left, because I did get here quite late, I need to get started. Again, one thing always worth mentioning is I'm using the polarizer here. As you can see, my fingers on the lens because I'm twisting it, so that just really saturates the colour. Make sure you don't miss out on any detail as well. Just ensures all of that good stuff in the pictures. Another thing, let me mention this while I'm here, don't ever do this. Don't shoot in broad daylight, it's stupid, it doesn't work very well. You get a lot of reflections on the cars, which if you have a CPL polarizer, you can manage them quite decently, especially if you have a really good one. But if you don't have one, it's going to be a rough time. So try to avoid broad daylight when the sun's directly overhead, unless you have some nice shade. Like for example, this shade here, if we had this extended, it was a little bit further over, it'd be quite nice, but it's not, so we'll just make do with that. But yeah, definitely better planning. Now, this shot right here with the addition of the turned wheel, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, just because it always makes for the nice main photo of the shoot. I know it's a signature one you normally see, but there's a reason for that. So whether you do it horizontally or portrait, it just makes for a really good looking image. And especially if you get a nice symmetrical backdrop like that, everything's just complete. So I would definitely aim for that. If you're working in tighter spaces, just try some way to navigate the front 3/4 of the car in there, because that's the cover shot right there. While I'm thinking of it, and depending on how good your Photoshop skills are, I like to try and compose an image that I can work with later on. So I wanted to have this car like it's flying through this, not hallway, but this area here. So I'm gonna work on that. But it's always nice to get a little bit creative with some of your shots, because sometimes they just come out and just look ridiculously good. So work on that. If not, there's so many Photoshop tutorials to add motion. I'll probably do one eventually, but adding motion to a car can be quite simple to do. It's just a little bit tedious sometimes depending on the angle. 3/4 are quite hard to do, so to start out with, if you're adding motion, I'd probably just stick with the side shot, so then you don't need to worry about adding motion to the tyres as well as the wheel. Just makes it an easier process. But I have to be quick here because she said not to take pictures here, but we're all a little bit naughty sometimes, so let's just do that real quick. Shout out here to Starkey Storage for giving me the time here to shoot at their storage facility. But now I get to enjoy the drive back as well. So I'm not going to waste any time jumping in. Now, I realise I look kind of ridiculous. Not because of anything I'm wearing, don't make fun of the shirt, because of something I'm not wearing. Sunglasses. Because what is living in Florida with the top down in a British supercharged V8 without sunglasses? Now there are a couple of walls up here. I'm gonna wait for the lawn mowing to stop on the side of me there. There's a couple of walls here, and I thought driving here that this would be absolutely perfect to hear the exhaust notes, so I'm gonna do that. I wasn't disappointed, not by any means. Wow, okay. See, and then you get those people that say you can't have cars like this on roads like this. I know it's no Italian Stelvio Pass, or that might be the Swiss Alps, I'm not sure. And it's traffic, it's stop and go traffic for the most part in Florida, but every now and then you get to this little bit of road and it just makes it all worth it. On a day like this as well. And you just can't stop smiling. And then you get a dump truck that goes by and smells like that. But then you smile again. So it's a win-win, this car, it really is. And I'm in love. I'm very reserved with who and what I give my love to, but don't tell my girlfriend I'm giving it a lot to the SVR. This is the kind of car that would wake me up at ungodly hours of the morning, just so I can enjoy zero traffic on these roads. Because again, even though they're not the best roads, they become the best when you're in a car like this. I can tell you now, this car makes me very, very proud to be British.